When
Yeah.
you're not talking, that's a problem.
I try not to look at myself.
Oh, okay.
No, for real. Like, you ever just hate yourself so fucking much you don't want to fucking see yourself? Like, I wish honestly, I need to figure out how to like turn myself off, and then I'll just look at you.
Mm.
Fucking. Am I still
Anyway,
squeaking, squealing?
no, I'll make you squeal. Whoa. All right, so we're hopping on to talk about little news situation. So this will just be what, a separate video discussion,
Yeah.
right? All right, get
We
into it.
calling it episode 6 or not?
Nah,
I figured a short episode, whatever. Either way, I don't care. Uh,
it'll just be a video.
dude, this is exactly in line with what we were fucking talking about. Oh man, I just dropped the F word within the first
30 seconds.
demonetized. Uh, this is exactly what we were talking about the other day. Like,
Deny,
fuck insurance
defend,
companies. Yeah,
depose.
depose, man. Like, they were denying 1/3 of their claims, and isn't United Healthcare like Military West and all that stuff like the primary
Well, I'll
for
tell
like
you
most?
what. My work uses United, and we're getting kicked
Yeah.
off
Oh
of
yeah.
them at the end of the month.
Oh
So,
yeah.
and
Uh,
if you want to know my denials, I'll tell you right now. And this is not the message I'm trying to send. Like
oh, I'm
whatever.
sending messages, bro.
Um,
I'm
but
mad.
yeah, essentially, we're talking about the NYPD hunt right now for a masked individual who looks to be premeditatedly had a little bit of an assassination on the United Healthcare CEO, Brian Thompson.
So, have you read the top comments yet? Like,
I have not gone to the
looks
comment section because that seems like a
looks
fishy
like
thing to do.
Vision isn't covered in my premium.
Oh my god.
Oh man. Yeah. Like, I'm sorry, but like sympathy isn't in my coverage.
Wow.
Yeah, dude.
So yeah, I have United. I
My
have
bad.
20 claims. Okay, and
Yeah.
this is just like regular annual checkups uh, for me and my daughter. Right. So I
Mhm.
have 20 claims, but that's because I had to go to get a blood test. So that's like one or whatever. They're separate. But
Yeah.
of those, I have had 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 denials.
Yeah. Over
Yeah.
over half.
Yeah. And
Quick math.
um that's like yeah, basic checkups and stuff like that. And I owe it literally just went up since I refreshed it. It said 597, now it says 637.
Because they
Yeah,
heard you talking shit.
exactly. 5 claims are ready to be paid, $637. So, you know, whatever. I know a lot of that is workplace dependent on what they decide to do with their copays and stuff like that, but
So we both know what doxing is. Like, we've been around. If other people don't, they need to fucking Google it. People are posting the CEOs of other insurance agencies online,
ooh,
and then like sharing like their general location and stuff like that now.
dang.
And uh Blue Cross Blue Shield, right?
Mhm.
They had a post just like around the same time as this, right? That Blue Cross Blue Shield essentially is not going to cover like anesthesia for full length in certain surgeries in like specific states.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, Kim, whatever the fuck this bitch's name is, they posted her on there, and they shared pretty much if your surgery exceeds a specific duration, then the anesthesia costs for the additional time might not be covered. Uh, well, Blue Cross, as of 4 hours ago, just rolled that back, saying that they're calling it off. They're like, "Hey,
Oh
those
my god.
JK, like those anesthesia caps, like please don't kill us."
Oh my god. Yeah. So for those of you who don't know, long story short, they have like video, and it sounds like the guy was waiting outside for about 5 minutes before uh, Brian arrived, Mr. Thompson arrived. I guess it was brought up that the guy was had a suppressor on the firearm, and the NYPD guys were like, "We've never seen a suppressor, blah blah blah." Probably not in New York. So I'm waiting for this to be a whole politicized thing, especially what's going on right now with the tax stamps for NFA items. But anyway, did find out the whole like electric bike thing was not part of this. Like that was I remember
Like it
hearing
wasn't
about it.
him.
Well, no, I was working the morning, yesterday morning when this happened. Yeah, the whole e-bike thing, I guess like Lyft owns the company that like City Bike. It's an
Hmm.
electric City Bike is owned by Lyft, and it said that it had been told by the NYPD that one of its vehicles had not been used, according to BBC U.S. partner CBS News. So yeah, I mean, the suspect. They have photos of who they believe the suspect is at Starbucks before the shooting on January 4th or on
Yeah.
December 4th, and then at 6:46 Eastern time is when they respond outside of the Hilton Hotel, and then they're saying he ran and got an e-bike, but originally it said like he fled on an e-bike, but I'm confused by that because it said that he fled on foot. So
I mean, they're never gonna find this dude, man. There's no way. Normal looking white dude, like average as fuck, normal looking jacket, you know,
and he was staying at a
articulated.
hostel,
Yeah.
and it sounds like he used a fake ID to check into the hostel. So
Yeah. Hell yeah, he did. All the things. I don't know. I hope. I mean, the Beatles said it right. Like, you want to start a revolution. Like, I don't condone like homicide, murder, but like I absolutely need insurance companies and CEOs to know that like there is no fucking reason that a CEO should make that much money.
well, I
There
mean, this
isn't.
is this is most likely going to be labeled some form of terrorism because there is a political agenda attached to it, I believe. But yeah, I mean, so when I said earlier, deny, defend, oppose, those
Yeah.
were etched into the casings that were left
Yeah.
behind at the scene. So I don't know if it's even questionable that whether or not this was an
Like
assassination hit.
premeditated. Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
man, I mean, um, yeah, I mean that's the 3Ds of insurance. So, and that's what a
Yeah.
lot of people that are opposing, you know, the big pharma industry, insurance industry, and stuff like that
Yeah.
say. So,
I mean, it brings me exactly back around to what we were talking about Tuesday night. Like there there's no reason that a person should have to pay into insurance and they get to trim so much off the top. Like there's no reason that insurance should be a for-profit company. Like by any means necessary. Like we both typically agree on like federalizing things. Like every federal program sucks, but like insurance is literally a monopoly. They abuse you. Uh Insurance should be a savings account, like for at least middle class and above, and then everyone else should just be covered.
yeah.
And then Everyone else is just, yeah, you pay into your savings account. It has a decent little return on it. And then once you hit to a certain cap, you're good.
Yeah. Yeah. They executed a search warrant, Manhattan's Upper West Side, and I guess it's because they saw the suspect outside at 5 a.m. Prior to the crime.
They just saw a dude in a jacket
Well, I think that's the search warrant is for.
for a skinny white guy in a jacket.
I don't know. I don't know how that's all going to work out. They
Yeah.
said they're going to search Thompson's room at the Marriott there.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I
I mean,
mean, come on. I'm sure the internet will queue, they'll slim it down and they'll do their thing. But as is right now, there's no finding that dude. There's no way.
I mean,
Nope.
people have been saying that he's been being threatened. Um,
Not without some Chinese facial recognition shit.
yeah. Uh, yeah. I mean, the guy knows how to use the firearm.
Oh
Like
yeah.
it
It jammed.
jams, and
He
which
cleared it.
you know could be indicative of running a suppressor if it's under gassed or he's using
Right.
lower speed ammo.
Yeah, if
Um,
it's a real suppressor or if it's a homemade like can flashlight.
it looks real. It looks like
I
there's
mean,
a
it did
mounting.
look pretty thin. Yeah, it didn't look
Yeah,
overly large.
yeah. And I don't know if it's. I mean, it's a very blurry image, but I mean, it looks about the length of like a Glock 17 prior to where the suppressor starts, and the
Yeah.
suppressor doesn't even look like it has a lot of girth to it where you would need suppressor height sights. So I don't know, but they've got photos. Doesn't seem like he's too upset. So
Downtown New York.
yeah, what's going on? Uh, I think there's going to be. I don't know. I think if speculating, right? It's like he either knows someone that has been denied and they died or something, something tragic, or
Yeah, yeah.
he's
I
terminally
anticipate that.
ill. He may
Yeah.
be terminally ill, a kid,
Hmm.
who knows. So to drive someone to this, I think there's going to be, especially if he plans on getting caught, which who knows, but I'm sure there'll be some type of
I don't know what's going on with my mic,
documentation.
bro.
I don't hear anything. It seems fine to me.
Yeah, I anticipate the exactly what you're saying, like a loved one or like there's some sort of trauma, tragic story. Like you ever like the villain in a movie, like Star Wars, and you're like, oh man, Anakin sure had it bad.
Are you saying villain or are you trying to avoid the word like anti-hero? Uh,
I mean, the guy. He's a murderer, right? So
yeah,
he's ultimately the villain. Like,
yeah.
but I mean, is the CEO a murderer?
Depends on where you ask where the puck stops. As
Like defunding,
yeah,
largely sounds like.
because I mean, I think he's been with the company since 2004 when he started
Yeah,
low, But yeah, there's going to be a
I
lot
mean,
of stuff in the pipeline. I don't know if you saw, and not to change subjects or anything, but they added a lot of people's names to this list of pardons, including Liz Cheney, Fauci, Adam Schiff,
really.
and
I saw Fauci coming from a mile away.
it's the same things like from this date to
Yeah,
this date, anything that they did or may have done, like a bunch of stuff going on. So it's going to be, I mean, if this pardon list gets huge and starts getting a little wacky, I mean, we're talking, this is bigger than Benghazi, Watergate, like you name it.
yeah.
Um,
What do you think of and I don't know if this to be true. I am not medical at all. Uh, I am absolutely ignorant on this, but it's been spreading around social media that myocarditis is becoming more prevalent and
yeah,
like
that's what I was talking about before when I said
like
like
18 to
heart.
25,
Yes,
like heart inflammation.
that's what I
Uh,
was talking about when I said it went up by like 1,000%.
yeah,
That's it. That's the myocarditis that I was talking about. That you just didn't care to listen to, apparently.
I listened. I just you didn't say myocarditis. You got to say the I know the clinical term, so you have to say
Yeah. Most frequently seen in adolescents and young adult males
I
within
didn't know that.
7 days of receiving the second dose.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. I know a lot of people who were forced to get the shot, knock on wood here. Um, but I also know people who have been in the ages of 19 to like 28 and they just suddenly ended up not okay. Like recently, man. It's weird.
Yeah.
Like I myself was an outlier. Like I was already sick before like COVID came around, but I know 2 or 3 people that just like dropped like flies.
Yeah. Incident of COVID-19 associated cardiac injury or myocarditis is estimated to be 100 times higher. I, I don't know, man. Insane. Absolutely insane.
Yeah, what do you do?
Well, it sounds like not getting one was probably the best decision I've made in, the last 15 years. So,
Yeah, I didn't have a choice. I I had to feed my family.
well,
That was it.
I didn't have a choice, and still just didn't. So I don't know. I don't know. I lost
Yeah.
a health insurance. I lost a lot of stuff, and it's just gone forever now. So
Well, it's probably a good thing because it was United Healthcare, but
well, and then
unfortunately,
I got a new job, and we
yeah,
had United
yeah,
Healthcare. So,
yeah.
but yeah, I mean, we're switching. I guess work is switching over to Blue Cross. So
Hey, as long as you don't need anesthesia,
I mean, they're scared now. Oh,
uh,
for the big sleep.
that's for anything. Yeah,
This episode is brought to you by ourselves.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. What do you know about euthanasia?
Well, is that what you wanted to talk about? Is that
That's it, dude.
sufficient?
Just wanted to freaking rage. I'm mad. Like, yeah, it's exactly in line with what we were talking about.
Well, it's another glitch in the matrix, man.
Yeah,
I mean,
life's a simulation. Yeah,
I'm waiting to hear about this pardon thing. I just don't understand how you can make a pardon for something where the crime has or has not been committed, or charges have or have not been uh started through like adjudication or anything. Like you can just slap, hey, whatever he does from this time is totally cool.
yeah. Preliminary pardons now.
Mm-hmm. And it's right when, your boy is talking about investigating this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And they're including the J6 stuff. It's like all the people from the J6 stuff, by the way.
Yeah, I believe it. I mean, because what they'll prove is like that was just established for money laundering or something else.
Yeah. I
I,
mean,
I would assume money laundering and then just like prolonged like
or the part of the incitement.
defamation. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Schiff is already coming out and being like, I'd urge the president not to do that. I think it would seem defensive and unnecessary. Fauci's not talking. Cheney's not talking. Big surprise.
Well, that's all I got, fam.
Yeah, we'll leave it at that. Until next time.
Better not be a CEO.
Oh, shit.